And he, and I think it was his wife, were up on the top of Post Knot one day, going back probably about 8 years, 10 years, something like that. And he noticed this bow wave in the lake, which he couldn't account for. And he looked at it consciously with, I don't know if he had binoculars, but consciously in terms of could it be a fish, bird, log floating, boat, person swimming. Couldn't account for it at all. So he took a range of photographs from up there. He is a photographer as well as everything else. And he came flying around that evening to us and said, look, you must see this, what do you think? So we sat in the kitchen with a laptop going, and we looked at these images, and I said, well, I tend to think it's probably going to be something like a trout on the surface or something like that. But it was large. I mean, the effect was quite large, but there was nothing to register its size with properly, looking at it scientifically, if you like.
But no, we have breeding populations of otters on the lake, which I'm sure contribute to the bizarre and spurious sightings of Bow-nessie, the mythical and magical monster that people see and have described, which I know are attributable to a female otter and 2 or 3 cubs following along in her wake. Looks just like a sea serpent. When you get the otters doing this, they're all in a line, they're doing this. It looks like a thing that's, that long, 12 metres long, especially with 3 cubs. It's quite impressive. And I can understand somebody thinking, blimey, it's a monster in Windermere. But how adults can then bring up scientific equipment to look for a monster in Windermere is quite beyond me, I have to say. Especially knowing the efforts of the FBA and other agencies in monitoring fish stocks in Windermere for many, many years. Just incredible. But anyway, there we go. It's interesting. I'm sure it brings a little bit of business into the area as well.
So that's happened? People brought equipment?
Yeah, all sorts of survey gear up. Oh, we've got experts on monsters coming up to see us now, haven't we? But it's boom and bust. Yeah. Bow-nessie, in fact, was termed, the name Bow-nessie was coined by a young lad from this village. I can't remember what it was all about now, but somebody'd seen this sighting of this monster from the deep in Windermere, and he, under the guidance of his father, wrote a letter to the Westmoreland Gazette and termed it Bow-nessie, and it stuck, which is quite nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
There was talk of Loch Ness Monster and all that. That was a very popular one. So we decided, Dick had done a diving course. So we made big fins, like a big shark's fin, and he strapped it to his back. And the idea was that he would swim around with just the fin showing in Bowness Bay. And I was to row around and shout, look, look. Well, we did this, but it was pouring down and there was nobody. And it was an abject failure. We were always doing things like that.